KJHP, the only radio station in the Gig Harbor Peninsula area.
Come on, government. Break them up and call them Monopoly.
You're supposed to say something.
Oh, yeah.
Fire in the Peninsula. Remember the Gig Harbor Candle and Wine Store, the Keeping Room? Well, memories are all that's left. Fire consumed the small business located in the 1295 Peninsula Hotel building. The business caught fire about 1 p.m. yesterday. Mr. Micah Anderson was a witness to the famous harbor fire.
Well, Chris, it all went so fast, it's hard for me to believe what I saw happening. First of all, I'd just like to get an opinion who got the genius idea to put a wine store and a candle store in the same building. Ooh, better yet, in the same store. Now then, considering the fact that wine is an extremely flammable object, and candles do put off a lot of flammage, and this small room, known as, what was it? The Keeping Room, is on this lower level below Shapiro's Pizza. Now then, I would not want to have a wine fire store below me. Now, when that place lit up like a match, the wall went too. And with the wall, they had to cut out the floor in the pizza parlor. My recommendation is don't go there for a while, because somebody didn't know what they were doing. Duh! I'm going to start a store with candles and fire, and wine and alcohol, which burns. I'm very smart.
The Keeping Room is considered a complete loss. So far, there's no plans for reconstruction of the business. We can only hope that one day we will see the famous business side standing proud and strong once again. I'm Chris Budnick for the special KGHP News Report. What are you doing this May? If you said nothing, then you're in luck. The Tacoma Youth Symphony is the place to be. The students of Tacoma will show you what they are really capable of. Students will perform symphonies from Michael Haydn's Concertino for horn to Dmitri Dmitrovich Shostakovich is October. So share the dream with the Tacoma Youth Symphony, which starts Sunday, May 21st at 3 p.m. For more information, please call 253-627-2793. This message has been brought to you by KGHP. Cigarettes, one of America's deadliest killers. Would you believe that this is not the case anymore? The World Health Organization's war against tobacco is finally winning some battles. Slogan after slogan, legal suit after legal suit, the smoking age has gone up, and the general public opinion of cigarettes have turned into what the World Health Organization wants them to be. Here's a few Peninsula High School students' opinion.
Well, Chris, I find that the signs don't work. In fact, I find that some of them have the opposite effect on young people. You know, if you look at it nowadays, my parents tell me something not to do, like, hey, Mike, I don't think you should smoke. I don't think you should drink. You know, what do young people do? Like, no, my parents don't want me to do it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to turn around, slap them in the face, and do it.
The World Health Organization isn't going to be able to stop teenagers from smoking, and no one's going to be, but if they want to smoke, they're going to smoke, and there's nothing that we can really do about it.
Well, there you have it. The general opinion of Peninsula High School students. In the World Health Organization's opinion, they believe they have successfully tuned down the major tobacco companies' influence upon young people. I'm Chris Budnick for this KGHP News Report.
Hello there. I am Mr. Micah Anderson. Today, I will be sharing my own list of pros and cons for Decision 2000. With me today is a very special guest, the only person I know that is freely admitting to being a Republican, Justin Watts, or more commonly known as the Watley.
Good afternoon. Here are the pros and cons of Bush and Gore. George W. Bush. Pro, never smoked marijuana.
Con, alleged crackhead.
Pro, he speaks his mind often.
Con, mostly drunken slurs and Texan gibberish.
Pro, he's for the Second Amendment.
Con, short fuse.
Pro, his father was a former president.
Con, puked on important Japanese diplomat.
Pro, strong political background.
Con, brother named Jeb.
Pro, proud of his middle initial.
Con, stands for Wyona. Now for the Democratic point of views. Al Gore, pro, has an excellent poker face.
Con, has no other face.
Pro, supports internet advances.
Con, internet porn industry makes advances on him.
Pro, strong political figure.
Con, man-sized puppet controlled by Tipper.
Pro, family orientated.
Con, mentally disorientated.
Pro, Democrat.
Con, Democrat. Well, I hope we were able to help you narrow it down, and remember to vote Nader.
The other white guy.
A disaster. That is what the Peninsula Seahawks are calling last night's game against South Kitsap Wolves. The now 7-0 Wolves dominated defensively and offensively. The Wolves managed to score a whopping 38 points while Peninsula scored only 7. The Hawks still are going to the postseason though. Earlier, I had a chance to speak with Peninsula High School's linebacker Kyle OMalley. Kyle, other than the fact that South Kitsap does have a large team and great offense, what else would you say contributed to the Seahawks' defeat last night?
Well, you said it. South K is really good offense, and they took advantage of everything that we gave them. One breakdown on one play leads to a touchdown, and our defense really didn't come out playing like we had something to do. It was almost like it didn't really matter if we won or lost this game. And the attitude, all season has been, if we lose this game, it's like losing your last game. And I really don't think we came out with that attitude.
What are your impressions and predictions of the upcoming game against Bellarmine High School?
Bellarmine it's pretty cool. 3 years ago, we were playing them in varsity, and we were getting beat pretty bad, and so they put in the JV team. And this year's group of guys is that JV team. So it's kind of like a reunion with Bellarmine, and when they're coming to our field, and we're going to show them what we've made of ourselves.
Yeah, I remember that game, Kyle, and I'm going to be there for the next one. Thanks for your time. Despite the loss the loss the Seahawks sustained from the Wolves, they remain optimistic about their new opponent, the Bellarmine High School. Bellarmine, being a smaller team compared to South Kitsap, may give the Seahawks the upper hand. Peninsula and Bellarmine this Saturday, 7 p.m. right here on KGHP.